Okay, there we go. I'm stable now. Got you all on a pile of rocks here. So thank you for joining me in this beautiful spot that I'm so lucky and blessed to call my home in Sedona, Arizona. So happy full moon to all my friends and family. I'm here to do the full moon reading for the collective. And the full moon readings are known as the integration readings, also known as the integration activations. Why do I call the full moon the integration activation? First of all of these readings are activations because they provide very real tools to be able to move forward with whatever situation it is you are going through or the collective is going through. So they're all activations. Why is this one integration? Because we're at the full moon, so we're at the time of the full illumination on our situation. All of the details have been revealed. We've gone through a cycle, and now it's time to integrate everything that we experienced and learned in this currently passing now cycle. We're at the end. It's time to let it die in a sacred way. It's time to take it in, process it, do what we need to with it, and then let it go so that we can make space for the next cycle. It's good to see you guys on here. Thank you for bringing your magic. So go ahead and put in any feelings that you have. That's what I want to say. I want to say let go of the thoughts. Any feelings you have right now about this past cycle that you just went through. Don't try to analyze, oh, what is it I just went through? What experience did I just have? No, just what's the feeling you have right now? What's the feeling you've been holding the most consistently for the past few weeks? That's the thing that I want you to tune into. What is that feeling? I want you to feel it fully, breathe it in, and when you breathe out, let it go. So go ahead and put your magic into the cards. Thank you, thank you. Alright, so this one's a little bit different than usual. I pulled a little bit more than usual. Just felt called to. Let me set you guys up over here so perhaps you can see me a little better. Okay, I don't know if that's any different, but... Alright. Woo! Wow. Interesting, okay, because a lot of the cards that I'm seeing here are themes that we've been going through the past few cycles, okay? The past card is the Page of Pentacles, the Earth of Earth, okay? We were pursuing a new project, beginning a new project, messengers of new projects or ideas of creation. And the challenge was getting in touch with our heart in a new way, being a messenger of the heart, really connecting our creations to a solid foundation that is built in the heart. This was our challenge and our bridge that brought us here. So I'm going to say good work to us, good work to the collective. We did a good job connecting to that heart space. And I see this in all of the readings that I've been doing for the collective and for individuals alike. Okay, so we did that work. We connected our creations to the heart. We got in touch with our hearts in a new way. And it looks like it brought us to the Wheel of Fortune. This is a big one. This is the current card. This is where we are at currently. And this is the only major arcana card of the reading here. Really interesting because most of these are, let's see, we have 2 pages and an ace. So those are pretty significant. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune. And then we have a 10 and a 6, which I'll get into. Very interesting layout. So again, right now, we're here, Wheel of Fortune. We're starting a new cycle. And I love this because I've been talking over and over about the 4 high holy days that we're currently in the middle of as far as the Jewish holidays, which are aligned with other cultures' holidays as well. For example, the Jewish New Year, Rosh Hashanah, which was a couple weeks ago, was the same evening of the New Year for the Egyptians. So we went through the New Year, we went through Yom Kippur, which was Day of Atonement, cleansing to make space for those new intentions to be manifested. Now we're at Sukkot. If you want to hear more about these holidays, these high holy days, please check out my YouTube channel, Rebecca Magic. There's a video about 4 or 5 down about these high holy days and how they hold the keys to our collective ascension for anyone who wishes to retrieve those keys. So, with that said, those 4 holidays are basically creating a vehicle for our ascension and creating a new cycle. It is the new year. So this is very appropriate that we're at this time right now where cycles are changing, things are shifting. I see we got a 10 as well for the future. So while we had the 10 of the entire deck, the wheel for the present, we have the 10 of wands as the future. So I'm seeing that this new opportunity for us to start anew, to start a new cycle, it's going to be initiated by the opportunity we're about to receive in the future, which is this 10 of wands. Wands is fire, it's spirit, and it's burden, about carrying this heavy weight, and it's up to us to put the weight down. We can choose to be martyrs and continue carrying this heavy weight that it's not even ours. Or we can learn how to work smarter, not harder. And we can put the weight down and start a new cycle, more efficiently carry the weight, you know what I'm saying? It becomes effortless. There's a term in the Tao called Wu Wei, W-U-W-E-I, that talks about this concept. It becomes effortless effort when we understand this field in which we move through and upon, this field of natural law, natural forces. We can work with them and allow that energy to move through us and carry that weight. And this is work that has to be done in all bodies, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. We have to put the weight down. We have to work smarter, not harder. And the bridge to get there, it looks like, is going to be, does anybody recognize this? This is the 6 of Cups. It was in the reading yesterday, and it's been coming up for a lot of individual readings as well. This is about nostalgia, childhood memories, innocence, purity, giving and receiving from that space. This is how we are going to access this opportunity being given to us to end and begin a new cycle as far as how we carry the weight of the world. And because it's fire, it's wands, it has to do with our spirituality as a collective. So, in learning to give and receive in purity, we can help each other to carry the weight. It doesn't have to be so hard, it doesn't have to be so heavy. And the more we each learn this individually, the more we can collectively inspire each other to just lean on each other a little bit in ways that are appropriate and reasonable and just downright logical. Interdependence. This is the key. And this is all about the holiday that we're in right now, actually, Sukkot, which started last night, is about moving from egoism to altruism. And that's what we're meant to do as a people, as a society. And it's not just for the Jews. This information is for everyone. This is a Kabbalistic key, and it applies to one and all, whoever wishes to see and be this change, move from egoism to altruism. And it will lead to putting the weight down, distributing it more evenly in reflection of our harmonious energy of source, our source. When we tap into that and allow it to do the work, right? Like we water the roots, not the leaves. We water the roots. The roots know what to do. They know who needs what and how much and when. So the more we can trust in that natural flow of abundance and not allow our human eyes to deceive us in ways where we think we know what balance is, then we can truly see change. We have to give up this idea that our physical eyes are going to reveal to us what right balance looks like. No. There's way too much out there and in here to try to control or maintain. Give it up to source. Give it up to spirit. Spirit knows what to do in the most efficient manner. So why would we try to get in the way of that, right? So it's time to move as a society out of egoism into altruism so that we could put down the weight, distribute it evenly, harmoniously, in a way that is logical and in a way that actually leads to our healing. that is what's going to offer us the manifestation of the seed that's already currently within us. This is the present card, the Wheel of Fortune, but now it's about the manifesting of it. So how do we bring about this opportunity that's within us? By going through this process. Like I said, this was the bridge to this. Something to remember, an ally card, as we move into this stage of putting the weight down and redistributing it evenly in a way that reflects our harmonious nature. This is the ally card. It's the Ace of Swords. Aces are initiations. Aces are swords. The aces are initiations. Swords are air. It's the suit of air, mentality, the mind. So this is the initiation of thought, the initiation of truthful thought, which leads to truthful action. You can really see this represented in the art. Okay, so it's like the crown at the top. We can reach that level of victory and we can reach that level of glory only by embodying the highest of virtues. This is the conversation I had with my son last night, because he said, I want to be king forever. And he said, I want all the people to take care of me as their king. And I said, do you know how he gets that position? Because he takes care of all the people. And because he embodies the highest virtues, more so than anyone else. And because he does that, that's how he gets his reward of being king. The king has all these responsibilities, but he just rocks them by embodying those highest virtues and allowing spirit to move through him to do the work. Work smarter, not harder. So remember this when you move ahead. It's time to really speak up and speak your truth. There's no more time to waste. It's time to cut through the bullshit. It's time to cut through all of the illusions with absolute truth. Don't waste your time anymore. In fact, you're almost too late, okay? It's time to start building. We don't have time to wait around anymore. We got to start building. So you're either over there or you're with us over here, building the bridge to the temple, then building the temple. Let's go, right? So remember, speak your truth, cut through the BS, cut through the illusions, and we will access this opportunity to give and receive in a way that leads to the manifestation of our interdependence in the most harmonious and beautiful and healing way. Thank you guys for tuning in. I've got to run. I've got a beautiful guest, my friend Shauna, visiting me from New York, and I haven't seen her in years. I'm so excited to be with her in these holy times. Thanks again for tuning in, you all. I love you so much. Many blessings. Happy full moon!